Mid-November, and only 2 Kansas City schools remain in the Class 6 state playoffs. Ray-Pec 9-2 winners of 6 straight travel north to Liberty North with a perfect 11-0 record with a district title on the line. It's the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week, and it's next on Spectrum Sports. Good evening and welcome to the Crossley Family Activity Complex at Liberty North High School. Tonight's Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. It's the Class 6 District 4 Final as number 3 Ray-Pec takes on number 2 and undefeated Liberty North. Hi everybody, Kevin Wyke along with Therese Paler from Yahoo Sports. And I'll tell you what, we're down to 2 Kansas City teams left in Class 6. 2 good friends going to square off here in a great matchup.
Yeah, you got that right. These are 2 coaches, and Greg Jones, Tom Cruise, that go a ways back. But this is their first time meeting each other. Even back when I cover high school sports, they never coached against each other. But it's awesome because 2 coaches who have a lot of respect for each other, and 2 teams, quite honestly, that are very similar in what they do.
Time now for the Hy-Vee player profile, and we start with the quarterbacks, and Conrad Holly leads Ray-Pec.
Yeah, you got that right. I talked to Tom Cruise this week. Mitchin is a big kid, just a junior, but he's taking some unofficial visits to some big schools, Kev. Michigan State, Iowa State. He's done a nice job taking care of the football. Gonna have to do that again this week to get the victory.
And Jake Van Dyne is the signal caller for Liberty North.
Yeah, I had a chance to visit with Greg Jones about his big signal caller. Another kid that's done a good job taking care of the ball. People would prefer to sling it around, and Coach Jones told me, even though he'd rather do that, he prefers to win games, so they're going to run it the way he's used to running it and the way he's always had success.
They got 2 big backs to do it. Liberty North played host to Ray-Pec. The winner goes to the Class 6 state semifinals, and we're back with the opening kickoff. You're watching Spectrum Sports. We're at Zaxby's Field in Liberty on the campus of Liberty North High School. Beautiful night for football. Temperatures in the upper 40s as we go down on the field for our opening coin toss.
Okay? So you guys are captains. You're mentors of your school and your teams. So carry yourself accordingly. I want to raise the bar of sportsmanship tonight, okay? Unfortunately, one team's going to get beat. That's the sad part about this game. But play hard, play fair, and play safe.
No, I just
coaches, good luck.
I don't know nobody else doing this. Body's got to drop.
That's a head. That's a tail.
I didn't want to know.
Tail?
Yes.
Simple catch it. If I drop it, we'll do it again. Okay? So what's your call?
Tails.
Tails? 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 Tails. Okay. And it's a head. You won the toss. Kick receiver. Okay.
Liberty North wins the toss, head to first in the second half.
Dave Meisel with our opening coin toss, won by Liberty North. They'll defer their option to the second half as you take a look at this Class 6 District 4 8-team bracket. And talked to a lot of coaches prior to the first game, and they said it was wide open. So the 3 makes it to the championship game against number 1 and undefeated Liberty North. As you have Liberty North out of the Suburban Red Conference taking on Ray-Pec out of the Suburban Gold Conference. And there's Tom Cruise in his 20th year, 28th year overall. All-time wins at Ray-Pec High School. Closing in on 150. He's got 7 conference titles and 3 state titles, the last one coming in 06. And his good friend Greg Jones in his 3rd year, 22nd year overall. Over 180 career wins and 2 state titles, both coming with the Kearney Bulldogs. guys played college football together at Northwest Missouri State. This will be their first ever meeting between these two coaches. As North with the kickoff, Ray-Pec on the return, just inside the 25-yard line. And a good return across the 40-yard line. That'll be good field position for Conrad Holly after the nice return there by Ray-Pec. Jack Ardito with the return, and as we take a look at the first of two tall quarterbacks here. This guy goes 6'5", 200 pounds. He's a junior. Not much of a runner, good arm. Therese mentioned he's getting college looks.
Going to be important for him to take care of the football tonight.
It'll be Shanklin with the first run. Gabe Shanklin across the 45. And then push back. Time now to check your starting lineups. Brought to you by Concord Career College. You can start your healthcare career in months, not years. To find out more, visit concord.edu. And those are the guys up front. Grimm is the wide receiver headed to KU. Shanklin playing with a broken hand, so we'll also see Philip Fager running the football tonight for the Panthers.
Grimm's pretty dynamic. Going to try to find a way to get him the football both in the backfield and out in space.
Pass to the near side is Grimm. He goes backwards, and he's going to lose yardage on the play as he's tackled inside the 45-yard line. We continue with your Concord Career College starting lineup. And Garrett Lynn leading that defensive line as the sack leader. Baxley is their leading tackler. And we're going to see if Diamond Priester is going to shadow Luke Grimm, the star wide receiver for Ray-Pec.
This defense is flowing to the ball early. This is something that Greg Jones has long prided himself on, having a swarming defense that plays hard. They are fitting the bill so far. A couple plays in to see if they can keep it going.
It's 3rd down and 7 facing this Ray-Pec offense on the first drive of the game. The pass is caught, and it is close to the first down. It'll depend on where the officiating crew spots this. As the catch was made by Peyton Ball, and he's right at the stake, and they say it's enough for a Ray-Pec first down.
I love the influence Patrick Mahomes has had on the local quarterbacks. You see now more than ever, even the kids are throwing sidearm just like that. Pew! It's great.
So a big 3rd down conversion. This team gets a first down 40% of the time on 3rd down plays. Average 31 points per game. Minimal gain on the run by Shanklin, who's got 4.5 speed. But look at that, he's been playing with a broken hand. But it looks like he's not wearing the cast. We saw him a couple of weeks ago against Park Hill, so that's good that they've removed the cast. But he's going to share the backfield with Fager. See, it's his left hand that was injured earlier in the year. He's got over 1,000 yards, 13 touchdowns to Shanklin. 2nd down and long. Flags down. First penalty whistled on Ray-Pec. 9-2 losses to Rockhurst and Park Hill, but they got a payback on Park Hill as they beat them last week in the district, 24-14. And of course, Liberty North ended Rockhurst's year and the coaching career of Tony Severino in a very close game in their ball game last week.
Turnovers played a big role in Ray-Pec getting the win last week against Park Hill. These two teams are so similar. It'll play a similar role tonight.
With the penalty yardage, it's 2nd down and 12. And they'll run Grimm out of the backfield. And you talk to Coach Cruz, they just want to get this guy his touches. They want 15 to 18 touches for number 2 right there.
And look, he's going to Kansas for a reason. It makes sense. Smart kid, was offered by Army as a safety, right? He was supposed to go, had some different choices. So definitely makes sense to feed the ball to your best players in the biggest games of the year.
He averages 5.1 yards per rush, has 37 catches as a wide receiver, nearly 900 yards and 10 touchdowns.
That's a little smart kid. Offers from Columbia and Dartmouth.
They're down and 6, quarterback getting away momentarily and then is sacked. Alex Miller, the weak side linebacker, makes the sack.
It's definitely not easy sledding against this front. These kids are well coached and they play hard. You see the aggression there by Miller. It's good stuff.
It was Justice Braden who kind of redirected the quarterback into the arms of Alex Miller, as Sappington with the punt away for Ray-Pec. Here's Warren Bennett III. He's an electric player, getting by the first wave.
Oh, he's got juice.
And
Bennett.
He's across midfield.
Oh,
breaks another tackle. Warren Bennett III will take it to the house. 6-0 Liberty North.
Tremendous balance, tremendous vision, and great effort. Athletic ability got the job done, but the effort was there too. Great blocking, and this is the kind of thing that matters. These games, these two teams are very similar. You got to win the turnover battle. You got to win special teams.
90-yard punt return for touchdown by Warren Bennett III, the senior wideout for the Eagles.
Tremendous elusiveness. And did you see the way everyone rallied to the ball, Kev? They rallied to get the convoy going.
The freshman Blake Craig tacks on the extra point. What a start for the home team.
I'll take another look at that again. Makes one guy miss. That's 2 guys, 3 guys, 4 guys. But look at the convoy of yellow jerseys. 6 guys, 7 guys. That's why football is a great team sport. It takes them all to get the job done. Just a convoy of yellow jerseys. Bringing it home.
Yes, sir. You broke that man. Yes, sir. I killed that first guy. Say what? I killed that first guy.
Good sign for Liberty North to be able to capitalize on special teams early. Ray-Pec's got a good kicker punter in Sappington. He's really good at it. To be able to kind of get an early notch against him in this area of the game is a confidence builder.
Blake Craig has it on the tee for Liberty North. This one will get to the end zone for a touchback as Ardito just lets it go. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. And Ray-Pec going to have to fight their way out of the corner. Fast start by Liberty North, 11-0, a team that was 4-6 last year. Both these teams were teams that had losing records and have really bounced back. Ray-Pec was just 3-7, now going 9-2. Shanklin in the backfield. Weston Ropp on the field, lining up in the slot. Play action by Holly. He's in trouble, and he is sacked. Garrett Lynn with the sack for North.
And Lynn is a player that's very important for these guys up front, and he is off to a good start tonight.
Team leading 6th sack of the year for number 4.
Good sign for Liberty North being able to establish the line of scrimmage. They're setting the tone early defensively. It's important for Ray-Pec to kind of punch back right here.
Excellent student, getting Ivy League looks. Butler as well. Leads the team in sacks. has 41 total tackles coming in to play tonight. Second down and 17. Quarterback in trouble again. Throwing under duress and throwing incomplete. As this time it was Mitch DeMeyer, the linebacker, blitzing on the play, pressuring Hawley.
You know, I was talking to Greg Jones this week. He mentioned that the defense has done a nice job. Like the kids do what they ask them to do. They play hard, they fly around, and they're pretty assignment sound. And you're seeing the effects of that early. They're really getting after this offensive front.
They're going to keep it on the ground. A little delayed handoff to Shanklin. He won't get close to the first down stake as he's able to get it to the 17-yard line. It'll be fourth down and punting time for Ray-Pec. Drive was dictated by number 4 there, Garrett Lynn, with his 6th sack of the year.
Going to be interested to see how Sappington punts this one. Definitely don't want to
And
give
nearly got it
shot.
blocked. Sent it high in the air. It's a short punt. Takes a Liberty North roll before it's touched by Fager. And it'll be a short field now for Liberty North as they're going to have it at the 35-yard line, as it's only an 18-yard punt and no return. But this North offense is quarterbacked by Jake Van Dyne. And although you mentioned he wants to throw it more, they've got 2 big backs they're going to run the football with.
Oh, yeah, you got that right. Greg Jones has always been that way. I mean, coach is always about running the football. He's got a team equipped to do it. They've got the early momentum. They're going to run the ball.
Zach Willingham Davis will get the start, but we'll also see Keyshawn Turner. Flat pass is incomplete, in and out of the receiver's hands. That was Tyler Janess, the tight end.
Pass intended for number 10, Tyler Janess. Ball's incomplete.
Janess and Lynn are the 2 tight ends. Van Dyne, second team All-League last year, a Division II prospect. UCM out of Warrensburg's already offered him. As they go on the ground with Willingham Davis, and a nice gain. As we run through your Concord Career College starting lineups, and the guys up front. Rance back after an injury. Geisert doing a great job at left guard. We've already seen what Bennett can do. And Keyshawn Turner, we'll see him later. He's over 1,000 yards, along with Willingham Davis over 700 yards. As they throw it out to Warren Bennett III, and he's got the first down and a lot more. This guy is electric with the football, Therese. We saw the punt return go 90. And he's a slippery wide receiver as well. As we run down your defensive starters. Sutherland leading in tackles for Ray-Pec. And Griffin has 5 INTs in the secondary for the Panthers. First and 10, running play. So again, these backs are big, and this will be Turner. And he'll run it in for the touchdown. Keyshawn Turner. So they got Willingham Davis at 6 foot 200, and then at 6'2", 200, they bring in this guy. And you got to make a business decision as far as tackling these big backs, Therese. As he got to the edge quickly and got the touchdown.
It's kind of hard to shut down the run game when they're so big up front. And, you know, early in these games, the first thing I look for is who's winning the line of scrimmage. Like who's winning, like which colors are going backward and which one's going forwards. Right now, Liberty North's line is surging. They're getting the movement, and it's going to be really important for Ray-Pec to respond here.
Craig drives the extra point through. So a punt return and a rushing touchdown, and Liberty North with a 14-0 first quarter lead.
Yeah, we're going to take another look at that. Lost edge contained. And then it's just a sprint to the corner. And he's a big back, but he's fast too. This is a good start for Liberty North. They've managed to establish the threat of the pass while establishing the line of scrimmage with the run. That's exactly what you want to do. That's exactly how you want to start a big game like this.
"14 rushing touchdowns for number 44.
Let's go.
Keyshawn Turner, first team All-League last year, and the offers are starting to fall in for this guy. Division I AA and Division II. 15-yard TD run. Short field with the short punt, and the Eagles take advantage.
I think it'd be interesting to see if Ray-Pec kind of tries to establish the run on their own here.
Not kicking it to Grimm. They'll give it to Ardito, the secondary guy, showing some good speed. And he's tripped up by Luke Matthews, or he goes to the house.
Hey, listen. Big emotional game like this, you want to punch back now. You got punched in the mouth, and here you go. Ray-Pec gets a big special teams win here, and they're going to have a chance here. Put something together. You'll see their best offensive stuff right now. See that you got some good blocking, speed to make a man miss, and a big return. Gives that sideline some life.
50+ on the return by Ardito, and a short field now for Holly and the Ray-Pec offense. Average on the year 31 points per game. Mentioned that, but 349 yards per game, as this is Fager, who had over 100 yards rushing last week in the win over Park Hill. Fager also plays baseball. He is their power back. He's a junior, averaging 4.6 yards per carry.
Yeah, he's done a nice job for them. He was really effective last week against Park Hill. Nearly 140 yards.
Second down and 6. Fager, not much running room, just goes down the right hash for a short gain. He's going to set up third down. This is a spread, multi-set, double wide, double slot offense. They'll run it about 60% of the time. Third down and 4. Give it off to Shanklin. He tries to cut back and not going to get there. Nice play there by Andrew Stevenson, the Mike linebacker. And the senior linebacker makes the stop. It'll be 4th down and still need about 4 yards for the first down.
Yeah, tremendous gap discipline, downhill play by Liberty North's defense there. Shuts down the running angles. They bring him down, and they shut down a bit of a threat here.
Going to try a 35-yard field goal. The long on the season for Sappington is 37. He's 8 for 14 on field goal tries. Ray-Pec, bad need of points. Now it's a fake, and Grimm will take off, and Grimm will break it into the end zone for the touchdown. Remember, Grimm is their most dynamic player. The wide receiver headed to KU, and Liberty North got caught on a fake field goal attempt, and Grimm makes them pay.
I love the call by Ray-Pec. They understand that this Liberty North football team is good. Their offensive line is big. Their offensive line is winning the day. They're going to try to run the football, so you got to win. You got to score touchdowns to keep up with them. And then you get it to Grimm, who's a playmaker. And you see what happens. It's a touchdown.
Grimm, maybe he'll hold this, maybe he won't. After that last play, as Sappington.
Well, that's what Liberty North's wondering now. Yeah. Maybe he'll, yeah.
Watch our cameraman on the sidelines here. This is not going to be pretty. He hangs in for the shot, but he pays the price.
Oh,
hey,
man.
Pond,
That's
look
how you
out.
do it. Oh, man. You want to be a cameraman. Kudos to you. You got to hang in there. He's okay.
He gave you the thumbs up there.
He's all right. Woo. That's right. Company man. He gets what's important. He saved the camera. And Ray-Pec saved himself in this game. This is a football game, fellas.
Just when you think they were taking some heavy blows in the corner, they have fought their way out of the corner with a good kickoff return by Ardito, then the fake field goal, and their star Luke Grimm takes it in 18 yards. He showed off that 4.5 speed as Sappington will kick off. This will be Bennett the third from inside the 10 on the return.
Whew, he's so slippery.
And he's across the 20 to the 23-yard line. Remember, he has the 90-yard punt return to start the game. And Van Dyne and the North offense checks out in the field. This is a team that's averaging 32 points per game, 381 yards per game. They'll run it about 60% of the time, 47 total touchdowns. When I asked Coach Jones, I said, did you really expect to go 11-0? He said, no way. These kids really worked hard. I mean, we were 4-6 my first 2 years here. They jumped to 11-0. That's a big step up. It'll be Keyshawn Turner in the backfield. He scored the touchdown. Go on the jet sweep to Warren Bennett III. Rakes will tackle and will run out of bounds just shy of the 30-yard line. So this is a guy, Therese, they'll get involved as a jet sweep guy. He's a good wide receiver, but a penalty will nullify this jet sweep as a holding penalty coming up on North.
Yeah, Bennett's pretty dynamic. He's a really important part of this offense, and I know this is a holding call, but from Ray-Pec's point of view, I don't think Liberty North's going to stop trying to threaten that edge. I don't think they're going to stop trying to threaten that edge. So it's going to be really important for Ray-Pec to shore up his edge contain and stop. You can't get reached out there, because if you can let these guys run inside and outside, you don't have a whole lot of recourse.
Might have got the tight end for holding. This is a big penalty. This will back him up.
Yep.
And the running play on the draw is snuffed out by Ray-Pec. That was Parker Bowen, the Sam linebacker, having a great year, the junior, with a nice stop. And feel the momentum changing to the black and gold right now.
And Bowen's a kid that they're really happy with. He's a junior. He's a guy that Coach Cruz said is a dude. That's good language. That's a good term if your high school football coach will call you that. So living up to that early.
62 total tackles coming in as now Zach Willingham Davis in the backfield. To the right of the quarterback, working out of the gun is Van Dyne, and now whistles prior to the snap. And we'll get a timeout for Liberty North. And just when you thought Ray-Pec was down and out and going to get boat raced here, they get the nice kickoff return. And then on 4th and 4, they go fake field goal, and their big star, Luke Grimm, gets them on the board. And I'll tell you what, they got some new life here on the road.
So important in big games like this when you're dealing with high school kids to continue to punch back, not get down too much too early. I've seen that snowball, and the final result is not going to end up being like a real reflection of how close the two teams are. So, look, Tom Cruise has been doing this for a long time, right? We hear Andy Reid say that a lot, but in high school football, Tom Cruise has been doing this a long time. That's why they went for it on the 4th down. Like, that's the kind of thing that can change the momentum, and momentum really does rule in high school football. It matters. And right now, Ray-Pec has it. But Liberty North has the lead. I can't look at Greg Jones without thinking of Kearney.
He won 2 state titles there. Man 9 stepping up, throwing, and the receiver makes the catch and then hits the deck immediately. That's Davis Rockers, his 11th catch of the year. Gets some of the penalty yardage back, but not much. It's still going to be 3rd down and long as we're under a minute to go in your first quarter. Winner is your district champion, and you'll play the winner of DeSmet 11-0 or Francis Howell 10-1. That ball game will be on the eastern side of the state. Quarterback in trouble and going down. I believe it was Gerald Sheely getting the sack, number 90. And also Ethan George was there as well. And the defensive line coming up big on 3rd down and long.
Yeah, George is a kid that, Ray-Pec's going to need a big game from him. He's matched up against a good kid on his own. That was going to be a big matchup. And so far, nice to see George stepping up.
That's the final play of the first quarter in the Class 6 District 4 District Final. At the end of 1, 14-7, the home team leads it. You're watching the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week here on Spectrum Sports. Second quarter in action, and we got a punt from Braden Presser, and he didn't get all of it. It's a short punt, and the short field now for Ray-Pec. Only going to be about a 25-yard punt, and now Ray-Pec going to take over inside the 40-yard line, and once again after the fake field goal, Luke Grimm runs it in from 18. This team got a little extra pep in their step. Tom Cruise, the Riverboat Gambler, on 4th and 4. It's not a gamble to him. When you got dynamic players like Luke Grimm, and it's a short 4th down play, odds are on his side. But this team really fired up now. Swing it out to Fager, and he'll turn it up the field inside the 35, and a nice gain on 1st down.
Yeah, you can see that Ray-Pec's operating with more confidence right now. You can just tell.
Gain of 5, 2nd down and 5. See if they can take advantage of the short field. Fager to the outside. And going to be about a yard shy of the 1st down. Run out of bounds by the leading tackler on this team. That is Connor Baxley. He's closing in on 100 total tackles on the year.
And with 1 yard to go,
there's that pistol set. They like that.
Fake. Oh, I don't think so. Alex Miller got down low, got to the edge, the Will linebacker, and makes a nice play, having a great year. He leads the team in tackles for a loss. This one will go for no gain, 4th down and 1.
Yeah, and that's the 2nd time tonight we've really seen Alex Miller play downhill, form tackle, big play. And I like this aggression from Ray-Pec too. Let's see who wins the battle.
They'll go for it. This is their double slot set. Old school offense. They'll give it off to Fager, and boy, I tell you what, the second effort got him through.
Wow.
Yes, looked like it was clogged up initially. And let's see what they're calling here as far as spotting the football. The officials are talking it over.
Not a bad surge there by Ray-Pec's offensive line.
Well, the second effort looked like he got it, but
if they're going to give him that spot, it's not even close. Let's see where they put it.
First down. Looked like Shanklin ended up with the football. 6 was the initial runner of the football, and like he maybe fumbled it forward and got him the first down. Nonetheless, 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. Dave Meisel, the veteran official, says first down. Dave out of Polo, Missouri.
Good job by the athletic front line of Ray-Pec. They're not going to try to bludgeon you with size like Liberty North, but they play hard. They've gelled.
Substitution infraction. Let's see, they have not walked it off yet. Did they get the timeout before the substitution infraction? Because a referee had signaled it, and yes, it'll be a 1st and 15 for Ray-Pec back to the 31-yard line. So from the 31, this is their double wing set.
Well, they're
Play
slinging
action.
it.
Holly throwing it down the field to Fager, over his head, incomplete. Coverage by Braden Schneider, the strong safety.
Good job by Snyder to recover there. Good eyes, put himself in the position to make that play, or at least get in the way.
Good pressure by Miller on the quarterback. Holly, who's going to the sideline to get the play call. Miller, senior leader at the will linebacker slot, 74 total tackles, but leads the team in tackles for a loss with 14. 2nd and 15. This is the Tom Cruise offense from the late 90s, early 2000s. Looking down the field, has his man, touchdown. The over-the-shoulder catch by Hudson Bailey. And it's now 14-13 as Ray-Pec has struck with 13 unanswered and right back in this ball game.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. You wonder why Conrad Holly has had unofficial visits to Michigan State, Memphis, and Iowa State. 6'5", 210, a beautiful throw like that. Tremendous ball placement, tremendous catch, and now we got a ball game.
His first touchdown catch of the year for Hudson Bailey, who also plays basketball, an excellent student. Asks Sappington to try to tie this ball game at 14. Early stages of the second quarter, and now the snap is wide, and Grimm, we've seen what he's done before. Grimm will throw left-handed, and he makes the completion.
That's insane.
It's a 2-point conversion to the tight end, Tucker Miller.
Wow. Let me tell you something. Have a day, Luke Grimm. There's no reason that should have been anything but disaster. But Grimm recovers it, makes a play, finds a man in the end zone for a touchdown. And now Ray-Pec, which was down by 14 early, has a 1-point lead. You gotta love high school football. It was incredible.
It's a high snap now. Watch the left-hander. He'll just roll out and float it into his tight end, Tucker Miller, whose dad is the principal at Ray-Pec.
I love the awareness by him to understand it's time to make a play now. Snaps high. Here. You see why the kids go into Kansas. That's D1 stuff right there.
Well, more importantly, it gives them the lead at 15-14 with a 2-point conversion.
So earlier on, we were talking about Liberty North, Ray-Pec needing to punch back. Now it's Ray-Pec's turn. I'm sorry, it's Liberty North's turn to punch back. They got to get back to doing what they do best, and that's using these two big backs to establish their will at the line of scrimmage.
Touchback is Sappington with a deep kick. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line for Van Dyne and the Liberty North offense.
Nobody said getting in the next round was going to be easy. Definitely wasn't going to be easy.
Only 8 teams alive in Class 6. Only 2 of those 8 are from the Kansas City area. They're squaring off tonight. 1 will be eliminated, the winner to play either DeSmet or Francis Howell next Friday. That ball game will be in the St. Louis area. Willingham Davis in the backfield. Play action. Van Dyne can't get away from Ethan George, who throws him down by the jersey and records the sack. Big number 99, Ethan George.
George is somebody that Cruz and says got to have a big game. Look at this. Fires off, extending to the guard's shoulder pads, double teams, and then just finishes the play with some gusto. Ethan George is on fire right now. Ooh. Just a junior.
And he leads the team in sacks. He's now got 9 on the year. It'll be 2nd down and 11. Van Dyne down the field looking for his man. And
whoa.
Diving catch is made by Matthews to the 47-yard line. What a play.
Couple things here. Oh, man.
Oh, now they say incomplete, and Matthews is thinking he got it here. Let's take another look. We thought it was a 28-yard reception. Matthews going down low. Oh, wow. That looks like a catch to me, Therese Paler.
It does to me, too. I want to make sure I show some love here for the effort on the catch. That looks like a catch to me. That is a catch. Ooh.
Well, now I see the ball kind
I see
of
it a little bit. It's a little iffy.
Good effort, though, by Luke Matthews, the senior wideout. Good call by the officials.
Also,
the ball might have came out.
Ethan George got the pressure, and it was a heck of a throw by Van Dyne under that pressure.
Timeout, Liberty North. Let's take another look here, Therese, senior NFL writer for Yahoo Sports. You're better to make the call on these as we take a couple of different looks at this.
All right, let's do it then. Initial cradle. Hasn't confirmed. Seems like he has it right there. And then, yeah, looks like it's on the ground right there. It's a little iffy.
Good
Without the
call by
benefit of
officials,
replay,
looks
it's
like.
a judgment call. There definitely seems to be a moment where the ball is controlled before it touches the ground. It definitely seems to be the case. Right there, and that moment will be right there. See it? He seems to have it pretty good right here. And knee is on the ground, elbows on the ground. I think it's a catch. I would give it to him. But that's with the benefit of the replay. I can see how within a bang bang play you wouldn't necessarily think that.
No replay in high school football, and now we'll get a stoppage, and a flag is down prior to the snap. This will be a penalty on Liberty North, so it's gone from 3rd down and 11 now to 3rd down and 16 for Coach Jones.
Yeah. So now we're seeing the Eagles hit a little bit of adversity. Winning in life is about overcoming adversity, so they're going to have to show some mental toughness here. I know that matters to Coach Jones, so I don't really doubt their mental toughness. I'm sure we'll see it here coming up.
3rd down, 16 yards to go.
Van Dyne
He likes
throwing
to throw.
away from pressure. Throwing and completing it to his tight end, Janess. And he'll be gang tackled. They'll give him forward progress to the 19-yard line, but he'll be well shy of the 1st down. Graham Sutherland, the Mike linebacker, with the big hit, leading the charge. He now has over 100 total tackles for the Panthers.
Now listen, Sutherland's another guy that Coach Cruz said was a dude. So he's got 2 of them at inside linebacker that he really likes. Sam and Mike linebacker he really likes. And you're kind of seeing it right now. They're getting after it. You can hear it.
Definitely hear the pads popping there on that play.
Oh, they popping all right.
Presser to punt it away. And Grimm will let it hit, and it takes a Ray-Pec roll backwards. And they'll have it on the plus side of the 50. Good field position now for Ray-Pec. Clearly momentum on the side of the visitors. After going down 14-0, 15 unanswered points, a fake field goal sparked this team. And Holly with a nice touchdown pass to Hudson Bailey.
Now look at the field position too, Kevin. Right, 48-yard line of Liberty North. They got a chance to do something here.
Shanklin in the backfield. Shanklin showing the good feet.
Elusiveness.
And he's one of their faster guys, and he runs it inside the 35. That'll be a first down run. Now Shanklin, we mentioned that he broke his hand earlier in the year, but he's not wearing the cast like we saw a couple weeks ago, but I'm sure the hand still probably is a little tender, but this is a nice run.
Yeah. You know what? Having him looking like that is a huge boost to this offense because he's just so elusive.
Averages 6.6 yards per carry.
Yeah, really good job pulling to Hunter Hatfield there. I see you, Hunter.
He can definitely make you miss Shanklin. And he's one of their faster guys. Now he goes with his power move as he runs into Brennan O'Neill in the secondary for Liberty North, but it's a good first down run by Gabe Shanklin, who they say has the vision, the slasher moves, and great speed in the open field.
Yeah, nice job down blocking by the offensive lineman, and Shanklin takes care of the rest. You know, Ray-Pec's starting to establish its will up front here. They're running the ball.
Second down and short. Panthers on the move. Here's Fager. Fager
again.
He's got the first down and more. Fager inside the 10-yard line. It'll be first and goal. Nice run by Philip Fager, the junior running back.
Earlier we talked a little bit about the importance for Ray-Pec being sound on the edge and containing it. But right now, Liberty North's having the issues with containing the edge. And if they continue to do that, Ray-Pec's just going to continue to bounce runs outside. That's how they're popping all these runs. It just looks like they're going to run it inside, boop, bounce it outside.
19 yards, sets up first and goal for the Panthers. Fager trying to go to the outside and not going to get there. As nice defensive work for Liberty North by their strong safety Schneider.
He's been around the ball. I've seen him a lot tonight. Snyder and Lynn and Miller. We're hearing a lot from those kids.
Braden was there as well, the sophomore defensive end. Schneider, nearly 70 total tackles. And it'll be a loss of 2 on the play, so he'll get credit for a tackle for a loss. Second down and goal for the Panthers. Delayed handoff to Shanklin, and nothing doing there. Is Braden there again. Also involved was Baxley, the star linebacker.
A lot of yellow jerseys there. They're rallying a little bit. This is the down. This is the money down. That's what third down is. And if you're Liberty North, you better find where Luke Grimm is.
They go option with Holly, and they pitch it back. Ball loose on the field, but it's picked up by Shanklin. They'll lose a lot of yardage, as making the play was Justice Braden, the young sophomore defensive end. That could have been a disaster. They could have turned that football over. Instead, they'll get a chance at a field goal try.
Yeah, tremendous job by Braden. Well, actually, a really, really good job by Lynn to be disciplined there with his eyes, force the decision, and then Braden finishes it off.
It's like a 24-yard attempt, but remember, they faked the first one. This is well within Sappington's range.
Yep.
So this will be up and good. Gabe Sappington, now with his 9th field goal make of the year. It'll go as a 34-yard field goal. Kind of spotted between the 23 and the 24, but Sappington drives it through. And now 18 unanswered points by Ray-Pec.
Yeah, he really drilled that one. I mean, that could I mean, that might have been good for 10 more yards out. Really impressive rally by the Panthers, right? Got a little break recovering their own fumble down there. That was important. Very interested to see what Liberty North does offensively on this next drive. I want to see how they try to attack this defense.
Sappington, a senior basketball player. His brother James is a tight end at Murray State. His brother was a good kicker and actually went to Murray State as a kicker, and they converted him into a tight end because he's a big-bodied kid.
You don't hear that every day.
Kicker turns into tight end. Yeah, that's wow.
Lord.
His brother James was a big old strapping dude.
Yeah, well.
As this kick gonna go 9 yards deep into the end zone, touchback, and you're saying right now, Therese, this drive for Liberty North huge in this game.
Yeah, I think Ray-Pec's definitely taking control of the momentum right now, and I know momentum really matters in high school football. You know, it's important to remember, you know, I think Liberty North's getting the ball back to start the second half, but you got a chance to really kind of take control of the game if you can get a score here, get the ball back to start the second half, and then get another score. So
they have one timeout. This team 11-0, number 2 in our Super 25. Ended the career of Tony Severino last week. I asked Coach Jones about that. He goes, I really will think about that later in the offseason as Bennett juggles it, goes backwards, and loses yardage as making the play. Gavin Hembry, the Will linebacker, and he'll get credit for a tackle for a loss.
Well, I think Hembry been planning that celebration for a while. Tremendous eyes by Hembry to read this and then make the play. Like, great play, and then he just breaks out the little flat wing celebration because he's playing the Eagles. Coco beware. That's great. That is an old school wrestling reference. The Birdman.
Second down and nearly 20, and this play is shut down as they tried to cross him up with a running play to Willingham Davis, and Ray-Pec was not fooled at all. But talking to Coach Jones, I said, did you think about ending Tony Severino's legendary career? He goes, honestly, when you're in the playoffs, you're in playoff mode, you're thinking about the next opponent. My mind goes right to Ray-Pec. I have all the respect in the world for Tony Severino, love competing against him, but I was really thinking about my next game, as most coaches do. As here's
nice
Bennett the third, and he's not going to get the first down. Makes up a lot of ground across the 25, but it'll be still shy of the first down. Now there's a flag down, and there's going to be a penalty on Ray-Pec. It's going to be roughing the passer, so they're going to get the first down via the penalty here, as they hit Van Dyne late, did Ray-Pec, so they'll get a first down.
Shout out to Noel Rodriguez getting out there with a massive play. Get him some syrup for that pancake. Woo! The big boy, 6'4", 335, Noel Rodriguez. Nice play.
So the penalty yardage, there's big Noel. Plays the left tackle position for the Eagles on their offensive line. One of their stronger kids, big weight room guys. Running play is Willingham Davis. Got a couple, as that's Sutherland and Hilzebeck combining on the stop.
Yeah, if I'm Liberty North, I'm running behind Rodriguez. 6'4", 335. Let me tell you something. When an offensive lineman gets a big block like that, they get a little bit of confidence. You know, they want to start imposing their will. So I'm finding more ways to run behind the big kid.
Under 2 minutes to go before Hy-Vee at the half. One timeout remaining for Liberty North. Bennett goes in motion. Play action by Van Dyne. He's going to go deep to Matthews, double team down the field, and nearly intercepted by Martwan Grant.
Ray-Pec had the coverage there. Van Dyne was trying to go up top and make a play. Pretty good protection, and he puts it out there. Ray-Pec kid saw it the whole way, though.
Jake Van Dyne, also a pitcher on the Liberty North baseball team, an outfielder. So he's got the arm to make all the throws. Now a big 3rd down and 8. Fake it to Bennett, and now throwing it and completing it to the tight end, Janess. And he has enough for a Liberty North 1st down.
Yeah, now we're starting to see Liberty North get a little bit of confidence themselves here. We're starting to get this thing moving a little bit.
Clock is running, and they only have 1 timeout just inside the 50-yard line. Empty set, down the field they go, and find Garrett Lynn, the other tight end, inside the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 in the red zone now for Liberty North. 31 yards here.
Love the throw, and a nice catch too. Lynn has had a really nice game, making an impact on both sides of the ball.
Under a minute before halftime, low throw, incomplete. Yes. Luke Matthews was the targeted receiver, just couldn't make the shoelace catch. And it'll be 2nd down and 10. Incompletion stops the clock at 43 seconds, officially on the scoreboard clock.
Interesting to see Liberty North start relying on the quarterback Van Dyne and his arm. He can sling it a little bit. Maybe that can open up things for the run game.
Play action going middle, and the pass behind Warren Bennett III. He couldn't make the adjustment on the catch as the quarterback had to get rid of it earlier than he wanted to here as Parker Bowen right in his face.
Well-designed blitz, schemed up well, executed well by Bowen, and that did make an impact, and that did affect the play.
Now 3rd down and 10. We have a freshman kicker for Liberty North, Blake Craig. He's 7 for 12.
Official timeout on the field.
And we got an official's timeout. Player tying his cleats. Parker Bowen rushing the quarterback, untied his shoe, I guess. His teammate helping him out there.
Yeah, that's teamwork.
It is Isaac Cook doing the honors. There's now a big 3rd down and 10 for Van Dyne.
Ooh,
As he throws, goes to the back zone. What a catch by Luke Matthews. Touchdown, Liberty North.
Tremendous throw, under pressure, even better catch. Incredible contested ball catch by Luke Matthews. He'll remember that one for a long, long time.
But watch how close Ethan George comes to hitting the arm of Jake Van Dyne. He gets it off in the nick of time to Luke Matthews for his 7th receiving touchdown of the year. And big points before halftime by the Eagles. And here's the freshman to try to tack on the extra point.
George has been a real menace in the first half. And I'm really impressed with Van Dyne's ability to make the throw despite having the big kid breathing down his neck. You see, George just wins off the snap, wins to the edge. He comes very close to impacting this throw. But Van Dyne focuses the gun, puts it up where only his kid can get it. There you go. You see it again. Van Dyne, really nice throw. And then Matthews with the focus to bring home the contested ball catch. Gotta love it.
Some big points for the Liberty North Eagles just before halftime, 19-yard pass from Van Dyne, his 21st touchdown pass of the year. And the 7th receiving touchdown for Luke Matthews. As that's Davis Rockers chilling on the bench.
Well, it's been a fun first half.
A lot of twists and turns in this ball game. This is Grimm, and Grimm will take it out across the 35. Notice they've been moving Grimm around on those kickoff returns, and Liberty North been countering, not kicking it to him, but this time he was able to get to it. Take a look at Jake Van Dyne, the 6'4" senior quarterback. And once again, Therese, you mentioned it, Liberty North won the opening coin toss, deferred their option to the second half, so they could strike twice. Ray-Pec will only have a few seconds here to maneuver. They do have all 3 timeouts. Can they get in field goal range? Ollie, he's going to let one go deep down the field. He has a man who runs under it, and he's going to get it down to the 5-yard line. Horse collar play. Your penalty is going to be called, but what a catch by Hudson Bailey as he beat the coverage, gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Guys, Tom Cruise is playing to win. Like, there's no sitting on the ball.
59 yards, and
it's none of that.
A tackle from behind on the shoulder pads is a horse collar penalty. It's a personal foul, and it's going to be half the distance.
They're not playing around. They're trying to win this ball game. He's got a quarterback he trusts. Ollie's taking care of the ball, and he can uncork some beautiful throws. He does it right there.
And Ray-Pec will take the timeout.
Yep.
How about
Pitch and
Hudson
catch.
Bailey? Calling a horse collar here. Let's see where the grab is, like in the middle of his 24 on the back there. I don't see anything, but in real time, it did look like he kind of horse collared him down. Yeah. He saw the hand come flying in, but he actually grabbed him right by the numeral on the back of his jersey. But how about Ray-Pec's response? 59-yard pass to Hudson Bailey. It'll be 1st and goal. They're spotting it at the 4-yard line. It's again all 3 timeouts for Ray-Pec. And this will be Grimm caught in the backfield, and it'll be thrown for a loss. Braden back there and Garrett Lynn as well. And they'll lose yardage, and they'll quickly burn the timeout with 8 seconds to go before halftime. Officially on the game clock, it is 10. Once again, you're watching the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. Brought to you by Hy-Vee, proud to support Greater Kansas City High School Athletics. We're at the Crosley Family Activity Complex, Zaxby Field. We're at Liberty North High School, a district championship being fought for tonight between Ray-Pec out of the Suburban Gold and Liberty North out of the Suburban Red. What a ball game thus far. It's been a shootout. Liberty North got off to the 14-0 lead, then 18 straight by Ray-Pec. And now Liberty North striking before halftime with a touchdown pass, and now Ray-Pec going to try to respond. 2nd down and goal. The clock at 12 seconds officially as Holly to throw. Throwing and diving attempt. Not made by the tight end Tucker Miller, incomplete.
It's not a bad call there. I mean, they had a shot there at the play, didn't run off too much time. He's open. I like that call.
Tight end lays out but can't get it, as Tucker Miller had the 2-point conversion, and now they're going to try to tie it at 21 with a Sappington field goal. He is 1 for 1, connected from 34 just a few minutes ago, and now he will try a 26-yard attempt. Grimm is your holder, so you never know whether he'll take off or not. And this kick up and good, ties it at 21 apiece just before Hy-Vee at the half. What a first half here in Class 6. District number 4 as the district title on the line between good friends Tom Cruise and Greg Jones.
You know, Sappington's really lived up to his reputation as a good kicker. Like, field goals in high school aren't like a given, but he's delivered for his team when he's needed them. And now we're at a situation where we're looking at this thing going into halftime even. And I think the first half's been about even. I think that's appropriate. So we'll let the second half determine who's going to win this football game. And I think it's appropriate. It's going to be great to see.
Well, when you saw Liberty North get up, 14-0, you think, uh-oh.
Yeah, exactly.
This could get ugly.
They had a lot of momentum.
Ray-Pec wasn't doing anything. Then the kickoff return, then the fake field goal. Tom Cruise on 4th and 4 went fake field goal, and their star, Luke Grimm. It's all about the Lukes tonight. We got Luke Matthews, Luke Grimm.
It's a good night to be named Luke, huh?
Keyshawn Turner back waiting the kickoff by Sappington, who has the strong enough leg that he can get it to the end zone and not give him even a chance here.
Yeah,
That's what you want to do here is you don't want to put this ball in play. You don't want to give him a chance.
No.
But they do go onside kick, and Liberty North's ready for it and able to cover it up. As that was Caden Armstead, a backup wide receiver. And just 1.1 second to go, and I didn't think there was enough time for Ray-Pec to get points there, so I'm not going to say hey, anything could happen here. Now the clock has gone to zeros, and they say the clock has run out. So the ball was touched in the field of play by Liberty North, so the clock runs out. Of course, Coach Jones thought he might get another Hail Mary in before halftime, but instead we have reached halftime in this Class 6 District 4 ball game, and it is lived up to expectations. Tied at 21 through 2 quarters. We're back with Hy-Vee at the half. You're watching the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week here on Spectrum Sports. Some of the Liberty North players coming out to get ready for the start of the second half in this ball game, where if you win the district championship and you move to the Final Four, the state semifinals next week. So this is a big ball game, and we're all even at 21. Here's we welcome you back to Hy-Vee at the half. Kevin White and Therese Paler bringing you the action on this November Friday night. And we've seen an interesting ball game, Therese. Is you thought Liberty North might just run away and hide in this one, and then Ray-Pec comes storming back, and we've got a huge second half coming your way next.
Well, it's interesting, talking to both coaches before the game, you really got the sense that both coaches felt these teams were really evenly matched. They felt they both had a lot of respect for the other coach. They had a lot of respect for the other program. And I just think it's appropriate if the score is 21-21 right now.
Time now for the Hy-Vee first half highlights. And Liberty North, we mentioned, got off to the fast start.
And I love this. And it's not just the explosiveness by Bennett. Like, we obviously know he's explosive. He's fantastic. But, this is team football. This is what football is all about. Look at all the yellow jerseys around them. Look at the caravan. That was great. I loved everything about that. Also like this, too. Good run blocking up front. Big kid who can run. This is a touchdown in high school. There's always going to be that when you can get that blocking and that running. I love it. And this right here, tremendous, tremendous call by Tom Cruise. And our cameraman, kudos to you, doing a nice job. Dave Pond My man, hanging in there, protecting the ball, protecting the camera. Way to be a company man. And I love this throw as well. This was a fantastic throw by Hawley, and Ray-Pec really feeling himself now. This is one of the plays of the year in high school. Luke Grimm making something out of nothing to throw a left hand. I don't know how you're supposed to defend that. And really good gumption right here by Liberty North. Tremendous throw by Van Dyne. Tremendous catch by Matthews. And what you have is a game that's going to come down in the second half.
Let's take a look at the Hy-Vee first half numbers. Anything stand out for you there?
A little surprised by the number of rushing yards by Liberty North. Only 26. They got a great big offensive line. They were really establishing the run early. I'm sure Greg Jones isn't happy with that number. I actually think both teams would like to run the ball a little bit better. I'd be surprised if they didn't try. I'd expect both teams to really try to establish the run in this half. It's starting to get cold now, too. It's getting cold out there. So the most demoralizing thing you can do is start pounding the other team and imposing your will physically. So the run game is coming in the second half.
A little upside down drumming for you to continue with Hy-Vee at the half. Whatever makes you happy. Tonight's game brought to you by Concord Career College. You can start your healthcare career in months, not years. To find out more, visit concord.edu. Well, buckle up, folks. We've got 2 quarters, and somebody's season's going to end tonight, and another team is going to go to the state semifinals and win a district title. Big night on the defensive line for that guy, Garrett Lynn. He's been pressuring the Ray-Pec quarterback and wreaking havoc, playing some good defense for the Eagles.
Yeah, he's really stood out in this half. Offensively and defensively, he made an impact on offense as well. He's been a load, really good football player. Somebody I was told to keep an eye on there in this game, and he's been doing his job. Look at that. Tremendous job by Lynn. They're going to need more of that from him in the second half, that's for sure.
Playing tight end and playing defensive end, Garrett Lynn has been a star for Liberty North. And his team will have the football to start the third quarter as they won the coin toss and deferred their option to the second half. Coach Jones got the towel around his neck, got the play sheet in front of him. Knew this was going to be a tough game against his old friend. These guys have known each other since they were football teammates at Northwest Missouri State. Their wives ran cross country at Northwest Missouri State. They were grad assistants at Northwest Missouri State. Cruz worked under Jones at Park Hill and Park Hill South, and Jones worked under Cruz at Ray-Pec for a year. And this guy throwing the football tonight, Holly, has looked pretty good tonight. Tell you what, he's hit some big plays down the field. This one a little short pass, but some big passes to Hudson Bailey. And here's the touchdown pass to Hudson Bailey, his 3rd receiving touchdown of the year. And this one just before halftime, number 24 again, Hudson Bailey.
Yeah, I've been most impressed with the arm and the poise.
And Sappington does not give him a chance to return it as he sends it into the back of the end zone. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 20 for Van Dyne and the Liberty North offense. And what should we expect? You say they're going to run the football with those big backs, or we see more of 16 slinging it around?
Well, it's a football team that's run the ball at a 60% clip this year. So, and they got the big linemen. I would expect them to try to run the ball. 16's done Van Dyne's done a nice job throwing when they've tasked him with it. It'll be interesting to see if they prioritize simply moving the ball versus moving the ball and imposing their will.
Keyshawn Turner in the backfield with the quarterback, Van Dyne. 1st and 10 from the 20. Here's Keyshawn breaking a tackle. And getting to the edge, and this big guy is 6'2", 200 pounds, and a nice run on first down. As he got about 8 yards.
I appreciate the effort on the block there by Garrett Lynn. And he really, let's just say that he was going for it the whole way there. Kid plays to the whistle. That's what you want from a tight end.
Give him 7, second down and 3. And he's got over 1,000 yards, averaging 92 yards per game. He's Keyshawn Turner. He has a rushing touchdown in the game. And there he goes to the outside. He's got the first down and more. And taken down from behind by Sutherland. But he got enough for the first down across the 30.
Now listen, you guys know me by now. I love power plays. You get some down blocks and you get some big men pulling, and I think that's how you gain yards, especially at the high school level. Don't be surprised if you see more of that, because that was a good run there and they got some yards. They might be able to make some hay there going forward.
Sutherland, a Division II prospect, leads the team in tackles and tackles for a loss for Ray-Pec. 1st and 10 for Liberty North. And again, toss sweep. And Hembry with a tackle for a loss as Turner had no shot. As Gavin Embry, the Will linebacker, making a nice play here.
There's the Birdman making a play. Listen, we were talking about not getting reached outside. We were talking about having contained. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That is a heck of a play by the Birdman.
This defense only allowing 16 points per game. So both these defenses very stout. As second down and long here, and this is a running play. That's about 5 yards to Zach Willingham Davis as they rotate these backs. Problem is, Therese, this guy's 6 foot, 200 pounds, and then you run in another guy at 6'2", 200 pounds. These are big, burly backs for North.
They are. But I'm really impressed with the way Ray-Pec's defense has kind of stood up to that challenge, man. They've been gap sound and they've been aggressive downhill, and most importantly, they've been sound tackle.
3rd down and 13. Big down and distance here. Van Dyne pressured. Woo. And going down, sack your man, Hembry. Back-to-back big plays on this drive by Gavin Hembry.
Hey, you're going to celebrate like you did earlier. Give him the Coco Beware bird flap. I'm going to call you the Birdman because you're making a play. He's earned the nickname. Going to give it up for the Birdman.
4th sack of the year for 36. And it'll force a punt deep in Liberty North's own territory as Braden Presser, who averages 37.2 yards per punt. Both his early punts in the first half have been under that average. As Grimm is your solo safety to return this. This is his best punt of the night as Grimm has to retreat and takes a nice roll. So Presser gets off an excellent punt.
Now, that's not the way you want to start this half if you're Liberty North, but that is a Liberty North roll.
That's going to be a 46-yard punt, and that's no return. Ball at the 36-yard line for Conrad Holly, the other 16 in the game here.
Kevin, I tell you this much. If you're Liberty North, you better make sure you know where number 2 is at right now, okay?
You're expecting something to go to Luke Grimm, the Grim Reaper, huh?
Yeah, well, you better be sure.
It's going to be Shanklin, the running play. Baxley there.
Just don't make it easy is what I'm saying.
Also Chase Jones getting some action. Chase Jones, a linebacker, coming back from a broken hand. There's Baxley, who's their leading tackler. No relation, by the way. You know, the coach is Greg Jones, but Chase Jones, this kid that's broke his hand in the jamboree. That's not a way to start your year. Had to battle back from that. 2nd down and 7 for Holly. Has plenty of time and just going to throw this one away. He sails it well over the Liberty North bench area. And the fans are grumbling for a
they want it.
Grounding penalty, and now it is It'll be called as the flag is thrown late by the umpire.
Yeah. No, they willed it into existence.
As you saw, Holly just getting rid of that football, and the umpire, who is Justin Meisel, and that'll be a grounding penalty and a loss of down penalty as well. Oh, I'm sorry. Ineligible receiver is the call. Downfield, as he had all day to throw and just kind of. So this will not be a loss of down penalty. I beg your pardon. So he had so much time that some of his linemen got down the field. Still going to be second down, though. Second down and 12, as you see the north bench area trying to help their defense on the second down and long. Holly, play action, goes middle and finds Shanklin with the catch. And he's taken down by Miller, but it's a gain to the 43-yard line and a gain of about 9 yards. It's going to be about 4 yards short, though.
Yeah, you know, Miller's really impressed me today, not only with his willingness to hit, but his coverage ability. He was right there with Shanklin, who we both seen is very, very elusive. So I'm really impressed with that. He was right there. Nice catch. Good job. But nice job by both the kids on the play.
Shanklin's 14th catch of the year. And now it's third down and 3, and the fans turning up the noise here. Crossley complex, and this is Grimm, and Grimm will get the first down. And whether he's a wide receiver or holding on kicks, this guy's a dynamic player. Luke Grimm, first down, Ray-Pec.
Well, they're gonna see more number 2 the rest of the way. I mean, this is money time. The second half of the biggest game of the year, okay? Number 2's going to KU. He's a D1 prospect. He's gonna touch the football. So Liberty North, you just got to make sure that you got a plan for this, because it's coming. Every money down, he's going to at least be looked at.
Number 1 guy on the scouting report, if you're a defender, watch out for number 2. As a delayed handoff, and this is going to be a tackle for a loss.
Do it.
As Justice Braden with the first contact, the sophomore defensive end for North.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Completely collapse the running lanes, downhill football, a lot of yellow jerseys.
Loss of 4, second down and 14. Big crowd here at Zaxby Field. Holly on the roll, throw to the sideline, incomplete. Looking for Peyton Ball, and they can't hook up. Be third down and long, facing Ray-Pec.
You know, again, I don't hate the call. I liked it. You know, get Hawley on the move. He's shown he can do it a little bit. I like that part of it. Just got to put a better throw there, better catch there, put it together. But don't hate it.
Listen to the crowd. Third down and long. Holly scrambling. Holly in trouble. Holly is sacked. Woo. And that's Braden again. And Andrew Stevenson back there as well, as they collaborate on the sack of the Ray-Pec quarterback.
Yeah, and you know, it was actually really cool to see the Liberty North sideline kind of get hype for that. The fans over here get hype. I talked to Greg Jones about this. You know, they take a lot of pride in defending home field. Since he's gotten here, they're 12-3 at home. It means a lot to them to defend home, and you can kind of see the atmosphere here is real.
Bogart was back there as well, as Sappington sends a nice punt down the field, takes a nice Ray-Pec roll, and it'll get right near the 10-yard line.
Special teams mattering.
That is a nice 50-yard punt, no return, and Greg Jones will huddle up his offense and take over the football deep in their own territory, tied at 21 apiece. First ever meeting between Coach Jones and Coach Tom Cruise. These guys have known each other for 30-plus years. Cruz has won 3 state titles. Jones has won 2 state titles. So 2 future Hall of Fame coaches going at it here tonight to see who goes to the state semifinals in Class 6. It'll be Willingham Davis in the backfield. He'll get the tote. Cutting it back. Sutherland makes the stop. And they'll get yardage to the 14-yard line, a gain of 3. Well, you're right, Therese. They've come out running the football with their big backs.
I'm just going back to my days covering high school football at Star. I know, Greg, running the football matters to him.
Keyshawn Turner in the backfield now. Here's Keyshawn trying to get to the edge, and Ardito makes the stop. And Ardito is a smaller guy. He's the strong safety. He goes, a $165 against a 200-pound back, so he's got to put his whole body into this tackle.
Yeah, but there's no fear. He came in there and he lowered his shoulders. Listen, Turner's a big kid now, but
Ardito jumped back up.
Yeah, no, this is tough. This is a tough kid.
But he's feeling it. He's going back into the defensive huddle.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there.
3rd down and 4. And now whistles prior to the snap. Could be a costly penalty for North, as it was 3rd down and short. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 9. And Coach Jones doing the Jerry Tarkanian towel move there. As I think he's just trying to cringe after that costly penalty.
You know what's interesting? Coach Jones talked a lot about the importance of not making mistakes in this game, because he knew that Tom Cruise's team would be well coached as well. This game is going to come down to who made the fewest mistakes.
Quarterback in trouble, and he is sacked. Well, I know Ethan George is there. Sheely is there.
Ooh.
And a big sack inside the 5-yard line for the Ray-Pec defensive line, as they had a sack party there. Also Tyler Shuey. And the quarterback is shaken up.
Oh, my goodness. Ethan George with just a monster bull rush. That kid has made so many plays tonight.
If you had a number 90 on your back, number in the 90s, you were back on the quarterback, as Van Dyne looks to be okay as he's talking with Coach Jones on the sideline. And now a punt by Presser. They need one of his long ones here, and this one is an end-over-end short one that Grimm will get at the 37-yard line with running room. And
great
Grimm,
tackle.
Good coverage there as they were able to get down the field and make the stop. Spencer Troyer there, but still a short field now for Ray-Pec.
Yeah.
After the short punt.
That's a really good job by Liberty North special teams, because that could have been disaster in many ways. Whether that was a block punt or a return, a big return for a time. I mean, Luke, we already know Grimm can cover that 40-yard distance in 4.5. We already know it. So good job by those kids.
Shanklin in the backfield. They go pistol. And they'll give it off to Shanklin. Breaks a tackle. Spins his way. Nice run to the 26-yard line, as he'll get about 7 yards on that 1st down run. Good vision by Gabe Shanklin. Well, he's got 1,100 yards, nearly 1,200 yards. Averages over 108 yards rushing per game, and now he's not wearing that cast that he was wearing a couple weeks ago, so he's able to better hold on to the football.
Yeah, you're seeing some of the form that made him such a special back this year.
Shanklin, 1st down and more. Wow, great feet by Shanklin. And he tried to rip it out. Flag is down. Troyer went for the strip. Shanklin went down the field. Holding will wave off the first down for Ray-Pec, as this is a spot foul. You saw the official move the flag back, and that's what they're doing, spotting where the holding was, and they'll mark off 10 yards.
Yeah. Yeah, we see it. We definitely see it there. Can't hold like that. And that's going to cost Ray-Pec pretty big here. They go from first down to a 2nd and 13.
Huge penalty. Like it was the right guard who was holding. So 2nd down and long. Late stages of the 3rd quarter. Pass is deflected at the line. Great work by Garrett Lynn, the defensive end for Liberty North.
There's that man again, Lynn. Seems like we don't go too long without mentioning his name, right, Kev? He's pretty regularly, he's doing something to help his football team win.
Signaling 3 for 3rd down and long. They need 13 yards. You talked about neither team liking mistakes. That penalty, that holding penalty, might be a huge mistake on this drive if they can't convert. Holly throwing down the field. He went sidearm and went low. Flag is down. Looking for Hudson Bailey down the field. And once again, I think a man downfield is the call on Ray-Pec. Declined by North. It'll be 4th down and 13. So that penalty not as costly as that holding penalty after Shanklin had acquired the 1st down.
And Hawley's got a lot of faith in his gun, and I get it. And it's tempting to just let it go sidearm like that. I get it. Mahomes has made it popular, folks.
Kids aren't impersonating just the haircut. They're doing all the throws now. We get a timeout, Liberty North, on 4th down and 13. A couple minutes left in your 3rd quarter. Winner to take on either DeSmet or Francis Howell next Friday night. That ball game will be in the St. Louis area. And we'll have a playoff game ourselves. It'll be either Kansas or Missouri, to be determined by who is playing who. And Sean Belden will make that call over the weekend, and we will have a ball game next Friday the 22nd at 7 p.m. And there you see DeSmet in District 1. They're the team with the Division I athletes in St. Louis. Last year was CBC. I'm told DeSmet is the dominant team in the St. Louis area this year, as they are 11-0 on the year. Ball game in the 2nd half as Sappington in punt formation for Ray-Pec. All tied at 21, late 3rd quarter, and he'll just send a runner down the field, and Bennett will get away from it, and he'll trickle inside the 10 down near the 5-yard line. So Sappington, nice, well, you used to say the coffin corner, but that's just a good positional punt there by Sappington.
You know, it's interesting, Kev. I think this half, you've really seen the importance of special teams. It's played a big role here. You know, if either team was deficient on that side of the ball, they'd be hurt right now.
Sappington's hit a couple of field goals, and that one a 33-yard punt.
It's mattered in this game, right? Grimm scored a touchdown on the fake. Right, like so.
Yeah,
it's important to have
a 2-point
team.
Conversion by throwing the ball left-handed. I don't know if he's left-handed or not.
I don't know, but
he threw it nicely.
Another example why it's so important to have a well-rounded football team. The further you get in the playoffs.
It'll be Keyshawn Turner in the backfield. He'll get the handoff and not much running room. Good job by the defensive line, clogging things up. Shealy there, also Jeremy Sharp there, number 95 as well.
The Ray-Pec defensive front has been really, really good. George is basically doing a J.J. Watt impression. Like, he has been doing it this entire game. they have really responded to the challenge. Like, it's a good rushing offense.
The key is not letting those big backs get to the second level because they are hard to tackle, and that's the job of the defensive line, clogging things up. And again, Keyshawn can't get out of the backfield. I think he got back to the line of scrimmage, and then Sutherland finished him off, the Mike linebacker for Ray-Pec.
What we're seeing is that when Liberty North has the ball, Ray-Pec is winning the line of scrimmage. They are. Like, their front is winning up. So that's why they got to throw the ball. And I'm not surprised that Coach Jones is trying to run the ball, trying to establish it. But right now it looks like Ray-Pec's got a beat on their stuff.
Hills are back there as well. 3rd down and long. Van Dyne rolling and throwing, finds Matthews. Matthews breaks a tackle, has the first down across the 20-yard line. Luke Matthews has a touchdown catch, making a big catch on 3rd down and 11.
I love the elusiveness by Matthews on this play. He doesn't just make the catch, he makes a man miss. And that's what you want. You want a few yards after the catch if you can get it from your receivers. Every little bit matters in a game like this.
That was a 20-yard catch by Luke Matthews. He has the touchdown catch in the first half. Also a baseball player at Liberty North High School. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. And here's Keyshawn Turner lowering the head and shoulders and powering near the 34-yard line. This will get about 9 yards on that first down run. Or that was Willingham Davis, I should say. Beg your pardon. It'll be 2nd down and short. And the clock going to wind out on the 3rd quarter. And the wings are up as we get ready for the 4th quarter. As you're watching the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week here on Spectrum Sports. Defense huge in the 3rd quarter from both these squads. Tonight's game brought to you by Hy-Vee, proud to support Greater Kansas City High School athletics. Class 6 District 4 championship game. We are underway with the 4th quarter, tied at 21 between Ray-Pec and Liberty North as Zach Willingham Davis got tripped up by Sutherland. Hy-Vee scoring by quarters. Liberty North led it 14-0 before Ray-Pec reeled off 18 unanswered, and it's been close ever since. 21-21. Here we go. 4th quarter. Winner goes to the state semifinals. The loser, your season will end tonight.
From the 35-yard line.
It's money time, Kev.
You called it. This is the money quarter. Bennett going in motion to give him the jet sweep handoff. He cuts it back. Look out.
Elusiveness.
And he's got the first down as he went with ball security instead of trying to break a long run. And that's the smart play as he got it to the 50-yard line. 15-yard gain and a first down.
I'll tell you one thing. One way they've consistently had success is by getting the ball in the hands of number 14. Okay? Bennett the third is somebody who's got to touch the ball in this quarter. And not a few times, a healthy amount of times.
Well, he has the 90-yard punt return to start our scoring tonight. The game breakers in the 4th quarter will come out to play, I would imagine, here as we get our running play and running room for Keyshawn Turner. The big stiff arm, the old school stiff arm, and Ardito hung in there and able to bring him down. Remember, this is a sophomore, 165 tackling a 6'2", 200-pound running back, putting a stiff arm right in your grill.
That's a lot. That's a lot to deal with at a high school level. And I'm going to tell you something here. The combination of Bennett and Turner is going to be difficult here at some point because Turner's bringing the thunder and Bennett's bringing the lightning. And that's going to be a tough thing to get accustomed to.
2nd down and short. On the plus side of the 50 are the Eagles. And you talk about mistakes killing drives. We've seen that here in the second half. And it's via the penalties. No turnovers thus far in this game. You don't expect that from either one of these teams, but these penalties got to be grating on the nerves of these coaches.
Yeah. Neither coach is a big fan of mistakes. You know what I mean? So I'm sure they're gonna have some teaching points in film here.
And I asked Coach Jones what he was most worried about. He said turnovers. But the penalties have been costly in the second half. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Van Dyne on the roll. Van Dyne, his throws, nearly had it intercepted by Sutherland.
Oh, Sutherland had
the linebacker who had it in his hands.
The senior, this close to a game, to a play that might have changed this game.
That could have been a pick 6 if he's able to latch on to this ball.
Van Dyne's on the move. He's just trying to make something happen.
Sharp hits him, and oh man. Ooh. Look at that bench's reaction.
It was a highway to heaven right there. He catches it. There's no one getting in the way. Okay? That was nothing but green grass going the other way.
Timeout number 2 taken by Coach Jones and Liberty North. As we're at 9:41 to play in regulation. And this is a Missouri State High School Activities Association District Championship game for 2019. What a crowd here at Liberty North. As look at this crowd here tonight. As we take a look at your Class 6 District 4 bracket. As Ray-Pec in the semifinals upset the 2 seed, team that beaten them earlier in the year. Ray-Pec won 6 in a row, folks. They're 9-2. And the winner will play this winner, and it looks like DeSmet is moving to the state semifinals. 3rd down and long, and they set up the screen, and they are ready for it. Nice play by Gerald Sheely, stopping Keyshawn Johnson, as the defensive end was not fooled by the screen pass.
Now George is a kid that Tom Cruise talked to me a lot about, but he also mentioned Gerald Sheely. Both these kids have had great years, and it's so cool to see him playing so well on the big stage.
That's going to force a 4th down punt for Presser. Yes. Coach Cruz, also the athletic director at Ray-Pec High School, as Presser sends it down the field. Fair catch called for and taken by Grimm at the 17-yard line.
You know, it's funny, after such a kind of not just high scoring but eventful first half, this one's been, these teams have really kind of locked it up here. They've hunkered down.
Oh, yeah.
This is kind of more like we thought it might be early. Like, this half is more who these two teams are than that first half. So that's interesting. I think the winner's going to end up being the team that just executes the best.
Yeah, you were
being who they are.
2 good defensive teams squaring off here, and they were getting hit with some big plays and quick points. And you're thinking, wait a minute, that's not the way it's supposed to go.
Right. I think there was a halftime message in both locker rooms. I'm just saying.
After the 35-yard punt, 1st and 10, deep in their own territory, and Holly's going to send it down the field, and he can't find Grimm. Just over his head, incomplete.
Yeah, I tell you, this Hawley kid throws a nice ball. He throws a nice deep ball, nice loose arm, gets it downfield. I know he overshot that one a little bit, but you see why, you know, these D1 programs are interested. Like, they're interested in the kid, and you can see it. He's performed really well on the big stage for a junior, too.
He has 5 interceptions on the year, but he had a bad night in the regular season game at Park Hill. He threw 4 interceptions. They lost that game, but they got the payback last week in the state semifinals.
Yeah, Tom Cruise, they're all against Park Hill. So as long as he's not playing Park Hill, there's no picks.
Draw play to Shanklin, and Liberty North D-line is ready for it. Garrett Lynn right there, also Baxley. So it's going to be 3rd down and long as This is turning into a grinders game now.
I'm kind of fascinated to see what they do on this. You know, like 8:20 left. You know, they're going to have good field position if you got a punt here. I'd be trying to find a way to get the ball to number 2. I want to see the Grim Reaper.
They'll throw it, and they get it to Hudson Bailey, but he's tackled shy of the first down. Good, sure hands tackle there by Spencer Troyer in the Liberty North secondary. Otherwise, he could have turned that up the field and maybe got some yards after the catch and got the first down. Instead, It'll be 4th down and short and a punt coming up for Ray-Pec.
Yeah, really nice tackle there. Really nice job by Troyer. That's how you teach it. That's how you want it. And now his team's set to get the ball back as long as there's no trickery.
And now Sappington, you say special teams has been key here in the second half, and this is a pretty good punt away. Bennett's going to let it hit, and he's not going to let this one
That's good.
Get returned as it trickles inside the 40 down to the 37-yard line. 39 yards, no return, and back to Jake Van Dyne in Liberty North, and you see him trying to fire up his troops with Coach Jones with the towel around his neck, saying this is the drive we go ahead on.
There's not a better time than now to get something going, because if you can put together a touchdown drive, that puts a lot of pressure on Ray-Pec's offense. All the pressure's on them.
Coach is working hard on the sidelines in this district championship game. It'll be Willingham Davis. And he can't get out of the backfield. How about this Ray-Pec defense? Sutherland leading the charge. Hills are back there as well. Number 8, the strong safety.
And for the most part, Liberty North just can't create any creases. You know, saying a lot for a tough defense that's well coached and getting the job done. You see that? That's a fantastic job by the Birdman. He refused to get reached, run contain, Gavin Hembry. I love that. He made that play.
Second down and long, pass, low and incomplete. Matthews again pleading his case, and he's a little frustrated as finally giving up the football as he thought he made the catch here.
Let's see.
You make the call, Therese.
He's pretty adamant. Let's see.
Well, I thought that one was low, and that one.
I don't know. I mean, it's hard to tell.
Now, you know he's still thinking about that first half catch at midfield that he thought he had.
Yeah.
3rd down and 11. The Ray-Pec bench is really getting up. You know, boy, that ball looked like it hit the field.
Ooh, that's tight. Oh,
Van Dyne
escapes pressure, uncorks it.
And he's got a man downfield. Oh, can't hit him in stride as that was the aforementioned Luke Matthews, and he just couldn't get it to him. And now 4th down and 11 and a punt coming up for Liberty North. You want some defense? You got it here in the second half. As Van Dyne a little frustrated as he comes to the sideline.
He almost broke this game wide open. That was there.
Yeah, Matthews had steps on the coverage. As Grimm back to return this, and he's kind of moving up. He's expecting a shorter punt, and he's going to make the fair catch at the 33-yard line.
I think Ray-Pec defensive coordinator Sean Martin has had a great night. And I'm sure his heart skipped a beat on this one for at least a few seconds. They've done a tremendous job shutting down the run in this half and forcing Liberty North to have to throw the football.
31 yards on the punt, no return. Holly's turn as he comes out on the field.
Now let's see what Liberty North defensive coordinator Andy Learman has.
Fake the jet sweep. Flag is down. Shanklin with running room. And Shanklin to the 45. He's gang tackle, but this is coming back, it looks like. Legal shift on the offense for Ray-Pec. Waves off a good first down run by Shanklin. Penalties have been killers for both these offenses in the second half.
They have. And there's nothing more these two coaches dislike more than turnovers and penalties. Who can make a big play?
That's what they say in high school football. Big plays and turnovers, the big difference. Here's Shanklin. And he is grabbed around the waist by Baxley, and he's going to lose about a yard on the play.
Yeah, Baxley was all over that one. Then a couple of his friends joined in. Right now, this looks like a game where both defenses really have a good beat on what the offenses are doing. Like they've had a good beat on this stuff.
Yeah, I would think these two coaches know each other pretty well and what they like to call. And second and 16, you got the penalty and then the tackle for a loss. North Nation is loud, trying to get a defensive stop. Holly steps and throws down the field, has his man. Nice catch, Peyton Ball. And that's enough for a first down. That's a clutch catch by Peyton Ball, the senior wide receiver for Ray-Pec.
And a big-time throw by the junior. I love it. Good anticipation. Spun it well. Terrific catch by Ball. That's the kind of throw you need your future D1 quarterback to make on a stage like this.
From the 46, first and 10, Shanklin. Shanklin across midfield. Nice gain on first down.
Hey, now, Shanklin's not a big kid now. You know, he's 5'9", 160. He's not a big kid now, but he runs hard. He we heard the crack down there. You heard that, right? He'll lower it now. He runs hard.
This is the first penetration across the 50 by either team in the second half. You talk about a defensive struggle. We've seen it in the second half.
Yeah. You know, again, that's more true to who these two teams are. Shanklin.
Yeah, Shanklin. Not much doing there.
Braden was back there.
Shanklin looks a lot better running the football without that big cast on his hand.
Yeah, he does.
And he lost a yard on the play, so here we go. Big down and distance, third down and 6.
He's not in the game, so I wonder if it's going to Grimm. Far side.
Fager in the backfield, Hawley to throw, looking down the field for Hudson Bailey. Flag is down. It looked like the defensive back and receiver got tangled up. That was O'Neal trying to cover Hudson Bailey, and the flag is down. We may have a PI coming up on Liberty North. Nope. Holding. Liberty North.
Crowd here's not happy.
No, they got tangled up. Take a look at the bottom of the screen here. Yep, he's grabbing him. We've seen Hudson Bailey get free for some long passes tonight, a touchdown as well.
Didn't want to recreate that.
So the penalty will give him a first down at the 40-yard line. Ray-Pec on the move, trying to grab the lead in this district championship. Here's Fager. And Fager to the outside and running into Baxley after a good first down run.
Yeah, Fager looks fresh.
Well, both these teams using a couple of backs tonight. Gain of 3. It'll be second down and 7. Still waiting on Grimm, huh? Grimm might be your man here.
What do you think, Kevin?
Well, yeah, he's going to get it somehow. Yes. Inside running play. And Fager is just a power back, and he'll get a nice gain. Leave him like third down and manageable.
Yeah, he's running hard right now.
Straight up.
I understand it. Fager's running hard. He's effective right now.
The 3rd down and 3 facing Ray-Pec. Just over 3 and some change left in this district championship game. And remember, they have a good field goal kicker in Sappington who's connected on 2 field goals.
Well, the reason I'm sure Grimm's not getting some of these.
Here's Shanklin, and Shanklin a hard run. He's supposed to be the finesse back. He showed some toughness there.
Yeah, he
First down, Ray-Pec.
Yeah, and one thing you're noticing, I think Liberty North understands kind of the gravity of the situation. They're always shading someone over to Grimm, an additional defender. But
good block by Hatfield as Shanklin ran right up his back and got the first down.
And if they're going to do that, that's going to allow you to run the football, which they've been doing.
They want to run the clock, run the football, get it in Sappington range, and try to win this district title game. As here's Shanklin again with another strong run. And we were given the report that this guy is the speed, the vision, but this guy's showing some toughness. Gabe Shanklin with about an 8-yard first down run here.
Yeah, and now we're getting to the point where you're going to be trying to rip this ball out. You're going to be trying to create some sort of turnover if you can.
Coach Cruz, arms folded on his chest, looking calm and cool like he's been here before. He has. He's won 3 state championships, folks.
That's right. And again, you see that, Kevin. There's an extra man being devoted to Grimm. They're trying to take him out of the play.
2nd down and short. Fager to the edge. First down, spinning inside the 15, and then he's tackled right there, but it is a first down as just over 90 seconds to go, and they are in Gabe Sappington range. He's hit from 34 and 26, but maybe they might get the touchdown here. The way they're moving the ball is they spotted just inside the 15.
They're running the ball in a way they haven't been able to do since the first half. They're establishing the ground game up front, and it's been successful.
And an official's timeout on the field. Dave Mizell is your referee in charge of this Missouri State High School Activities Association District Championship for Class 6. And they are ready to go. A smidge inside the 15, 1st and 10. Ray-Pec on the drive, trying to take the lead here late in this one for a district title. They've never won a Class 6 district title. Their last district title, 2009, it was in Class 5. Fager in the backfield.
Oh, there's some
nice
looseness.
Cutback. And Fager's still fighting inside the 10 and then push back. Let's see where they're going to spot this just inside the 10-yard line.
Fager's been a nice breath of fresh air to their ground game. He's really given them a jolt.
And Liberty North will use their final timeout as we're at 40 seconds to go in regulation. Again, Ray-Pec, the last time they won a district title, 2009. This is their first district title game in Class 6. Now, they won their 3 state championships in Class 5. So Coach Cruz talking with his assistant coaches as he's got all 3 of his timeouts. So if you get tackled in play here, and still run out Sappington, who's a good field goal kicker, who's 10 out of 16 on the year. 2nd down and 5. North Nation turning up the volume again.
They add an extra man to the box.
And Fager.
You see the difference it made?
He'll get it down near the 8-yard line. Only a couple yards gained, and
yeah. So instead of devoting the extra man to Grimm, they shifted the safeties down. Another man came into the box. they helped them get the numbers.
And Ray-Pec will burn their first time out. We've got 22 seconds to go in regulation. These games in November sometimes don't live up to expectations. I tell you what, this one did tonight. And really, I'm thinking after Liberty North goes up 14-0, Ray-Pec might get run out of here. As we take a look at the other matchup, and now DeSmet is running away from Francis Howell, so it looks like DeSmet will go to 12-0. The winner of this game will host the next round, the state semifinals. DeSmet looks like they're going to play host to Ray-Pec here. If Ray-Pec can take care of business here in the red zone. Ball game still not over. 3rd down and 3. Ray-Pec will run it. Shanklin into the end zone. Touchdown, Ray-Pec. Gabe Shanklin.
Those kids are going crazy on the sideline, Kev.
6-yard touchdown run, his 14th of the year. Did they score too quick, though? You know, they leave time on the clock, but how about Ray-Pec? Gabe Shanklin, what a season for him. Broke his hand, fought back from that. What a rushing season. And now Ray-Pec trying to tack on the extra point with Sappington as they'll take their second time out.
So impressed with the revival of the Ray-Pec ground game on this drive, really. It hadn't really been around the entire half, but they were able to get it going. They took advantage of the fact that Liberty North had to worry about Grimm, and they made them pay. Here's a run. You got a man pulling. That's number 50, Hatfield. We mentioned him a few times. Shanklin takes care of the rest. Oh, and a big-time block by number 78, Micah Baird. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God. Oh, Baird won't forget that block anytime soon. He is moving somebody. Woo. That is called establishing your will at the line of scrimmage. And that wins in high school football.
Touchdown run by Gabe Shanklin. He's got an N in his name. As we have the extra point, and it's partially blocked.
Whoa.
And no good.
Okay.
So 18 seconds.
North has a little life.
Wow, there's the scoring drive. How about 14 plays?
Wow.
Right down your throat. As Shanklin.
How about 6 minutes?
Yeah, that time off the clock. But what about the offensive line? You were saying that calling out. There's the block.
There. Who was that?
Garrett Lynn.
Lynn again.
The long arm of Lynn.
Lynn again. Maybe he can get involved in offense on this drive here. He already showed he can make a little impact as a tight end. They're going to need to score quickly. But that block extra point will play a role if they can find a way to score quickly.
Well, now you got no timeouts. You're Sappington, you put it in the field of play so the clock will run on the return, or do you just kick it long and don't give him a chance, give Bennett the third a chance to hurt you?
There's no way you can't pick to the Bennett. You just can't.
All right.
No chance. You just can't.
There is Warren Bennett III, who has that 90-yard punt return back in the first half. Sappington has enough leg to get it to the end zone to make him start at the 20, but he doesn't run any clock. Kick it into the end zone. And they're going to kick it deep. He got it to Bennett from the 5, and Bennett slips and falls. Oh, my goodness. He tried to start making his moves, and now 95 yards. Well, maybe, now they're marking back to the 3-yard line. I thought they were going to spot him at the 5. Let's see, were they trying to do some kind of little chicanery here, a little reverse, or watch these two converge on it, and he catches it at the 5 and then falls back to the 3-yard line, and now you're 97 yards away with no timeouts and 18 seconds.
First and 10.
And
Eagle football.
Cass County is going crazy. Ray-Pec Nation is all fired up now as Van Dyne to throw out of his own end zone. The pass is caught. You got to look for a hook and lateral play. Tackle is made. Davis Rockers, they're going to have to get up and quickly spike it. And they will stop the clock with just over a second left. 1.7 on the official game clock. So this is your ball game, folks. 11-0 could fall at home tonight. Ray-Pec could win their 7th in a row and go to 10-2 and face DeSmet in St. Louis next week.
So impressed with the Ray-Pec kids coming out and battling back after getting down 14-0 early.
That bench area for Ray-Pec is about ready to erupt.
Yeah, they're ready to pop.
Here's your ball game. Van Dyne scrambling, throwing, and the pass is caught. Now you got to bring him down. Now the ball is thrown back to Keyshawn Turner. And the ball is on the field, picked up, and that's all it. That's it. Fans are on the field. Ray-Pec is celebrating their first district title since 2009. So it's been 10 years. Their first ever for Class 6. As they now have won 7 in a row. They're 10-2, and they're going to St. Louis to take on number 1, DeSmet.
They did it. They did it. So impressed with the character, with the mental toughness. Because early on, like you said a few times, it looked like they were going to get run out of here. And they bounced back and really shored things up and, kind of showed who they were down the stretch.
Well, that 14-play, time-consuming drive, their offensive line has to get credit. And the 2 running backs, Shanklin and Fager, got it done. And Tom Cruise will take his team to the Class 6 state semifinals for the first time in this Class 6. Your final score tonight, it was a good one here in Liberty. 27-21, Ray-Pec wins it. Back with the Hy-Vee postgame right after this. Coach Cruz, I think he missed most of the ice-cold Gatorade, but what a win for Ray-Pec on the road tonight against a undefeated Liberty North Eagles team. This is a huge win for the Panthers.
It is, and, I talked to Tom before this game, and he always said, hey, look, it was going to come down to us not making mistakes. And playing well. Like the defense did what they had to do against a good offense, and he got some great play from his quarterback in the run game when it really, really matters. So congratulations to the Panthers, and congratulations to Liberty North as well. They've had a heck of a season. They, when you get this far, you're a good football team, and some things could go a certain way, but they didn't this time. But that doesn't mean you didn't have a great season. You kids had a great season. Coaches, same to you guys.
You went from 4-6 to 11-1, and they won a conference championship.
Be a lot to be proud of, Kevin.
District champions for 2019, the Ray-Pec Panthers, as they win the Class 6 District 4. Special thanks to the school's ADs, Bob Cornell of North, Tom Cruise of Ray-Pec. Thanks to our coaches, Coach Jones of North and Tom Cruise, our producer Joe Novacek, for Therese Paler and her entire Spectrum Sports broadcasting crew. This is Kevin White saying so long from the Crossley Family Activities Complex. Our final once again, 27-21. Ray-Pec moving to the state semifinals in 2019 as we say goodnight from Liberty North.